Yo, what's good? So, yeah. So, the last video that I did, I noticed that I don't know what happened, but at around 26 minutes in, my screen just stopped displaying. And I mean, so instead of using YouTube live, I will just use Zoom and I'll record it. Then, when I'm done, I'll just upload it on YouTube. So, I think that'll be way better. So, yeah, so. Let's not waste too much time. Let's just go over um what we have this week. So I can okay, let's go over what we have this week. Like due to the celebration, yeah, today is like holiday, like probably everywhere in the world. So we have Monday like holiday, German, French, Euros and CHF. On Tuesday we have no news there. On Tuesday. On Wednesday we have CPI on dollar. On Thursday we have GDP GBP, that is GDP for GBP. We have core PPI. And on Friday, we also have like USD high impact news. So this week is going to be eventful. But yeah, looking at this, I think we should probably avoid Monday and maybe Tuesday. It would be nice to like see what we can get, see what we can get on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So yeah, so let's go over it quickly. So I'm going to be taking all this off so that like we have to I think I would have done this like before. I'm going to be clearing, or let me just leave the analysis, but let me just take everything off. I'll be leaving only the XY because. So these are all the pairs we were looking at last week, but among all these pairs, we only traded one, like which was Euro USD, and I mean it was a very good trade basically. Let me just quickly go over the trade. So Euro USD as of and this was Wednesday. So as of Wednesday, or rather as of Tuesday, we're at this point. And on Tuesday, price was here, was tapping this other block here. So at that point, like I was not confident that this would be the low because I have a Telegram channel also where I also post all this. Here I posted this. This is daily time frame. I'm expecting bullish movement from here. Then also, we said we're going to look for an entry tomorrow. London QZO, not fully sure the low is set. So that means at that point, I was not like trusting this low because I did not believe this low was set yet. So we had to wait till the next day, which is the London Q zone. So at this point, we're having like if you look at EU and GU at that point, the screenshot was also sent here. We're having a divergence here. We had EU, the low took out this low, but on GU, this high, this low did not take out this low. So looking at only the divergence, it feels like GBP is stronger because it failed to take out the low. But I mean, when it comes to um this, I think you should also use EG because there is Euro GBP because Euro GBP will be able to determine if if like EOGP were able to determine which one is actually stronger, which one is really stronger. So at that point, zero GBP, my prediction was for it to like be bullish. Like looking at from our weekly analysis already, I was expecting price to like draw to this fair value gap. So my bias on EG was just bullish. So that was why like I went with EU rather than um GU. So this was where, so at this was where we, let me just go. If you notice, like still waiting on EU, that was when price was around here, because I was actually waiting for price to break and close above this area here where this line is, so that we can get a breaker block. So at that point, this was where the trade was entered from. Yeah, yeah. Let's buy. Here, immediately we broke above, we closed above. This next candle, that was where the signal was given, like EU good to go. So automatically I took my trade. My stop loss was 20 pips here. Then this was actually like I actually got out at the high because I was aiming for because I'm actually doing a challenge where like I reached 2% in this trade. So I was just aiming for 10%. And around here, that was where we got 10%. So maybe including the spread and the extra. So this was where I actually got out like here before price like they're coming down and yeah. So this was the only trade we took last week. Like this was the only trade we took last week. So yeah, so the main thing actually happens in the Telegram channel. So even after this analysis, like it might help some people, but you actually need to be here, like, so that we can like be going like this way to be happening in real time. Like, okay, this is awaiting this, awaiting that. Okay, because we can do our analysis here and end up not trading it, or it might get invalidated, and this is where all the updates will be. So so yeah, so let's go over like let me go over the XY like quickly. So last week, since last week was the start of the month, we actually analyzed the monthly time frame. So this low, if you notice, we have taken out this low. So it's kind of tricky because I mean at this point, for the fact that price has taken out this low, can see bullish prices to come into this fair value gap here. But that is like kind of a far reach, but it's very possible. We can see bullish prices for price to come here. But before that, we have to still follow up on the weekly. Like for us to be saying, okay, price is going to come up here, we need to actually see signs on the weekly time frame. So right now on the weekly time frame, it still looks bearish. Yeah, it still looks bearish because last 2 weeks, price came to this gap here, reacted from there. This week we came, we took out, last week we took out the monthly low, and this week we're still, so far we're still within this range. So we have to see, I actually have to like wait a while to see what we get on the XY. If price like will start giving us bullish signs to want to come and take out this high, that is price trading to this monthly fair value gap here. I'm just mark this out. Um, yeah. So to this monthly fair value gap, maybe price can just like come take out this high, and then we'll keep going like down. So that is what I can see so far on DXY. So let's go to AUD USD. We'll be starting from the weekly time frame. So the analysis from like last week was for price to just like come to this area, then trade down to this fair value gap here, but there was no signs that price like was really reacting from there and like wanted to like come down here. So we did not execute on this. Right now, I can't really see anything clean. But this is something we'll be adding to our watch list. For the price that this, for the fact that this has been taken, we'll have to see some signs on the daily time frame to show that okay, price wants to go lower. But aside that, like there's nothing to do here. Like to be honest, there's nothing to do here. Let me go to the next AUDJPY. So my analysis was like for the fact I've taken out this high, I was looking at price to take out this low here because we have these equal lows here. But so far, last week I was looking at price to like come and trade just to this small order block here and then go lower. But there was no sign of like weakness. So there was no sign of weakness here. So this was the candle that just decided like, okay, like we're not going down there. Because if we're actually going down from this point here, when the next daily candle should open, it should like just start going bearish instead of like going bullish again. So for this, what are we looking at here? I can't see anything here. Only if, okay, on the weekly time frame, we have this area here, and I'll say we have so many areas if we have to reference something. There's really nothing we can reference. But it looks like price wants to draw to this high here. So we'll be watching out for that. If there's any update on during the week, it will be on the Telegram channel also. So for this, we're looking at, okay, at this point, we're looking at price like to trade here, in which we have seen. So as of last week, the plan was for price to just take out this low, take out this weekly low, and then trade to this area here, and then probably keep going down. But we took out the low and the range, it was more like we're in a range. There was not really any like movement. This was Monday, Friday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you look at this was the point that we took out the low and like we have just been ranging like here. So nothing really eventful yet. Already price has, let me take this off because already price has, let me take this off too because price has traded to this fair value gap here, in which is okay for like us to keep going down. Um, yeah, we need to wait on the daily basically until we see like price breaking down, then we can just like hop on the continuation. This looks like a market maker sell model. Like we have this range, we have this reversal, we have this accumulation, distribution, another distribution happening here. Then once we see the signs from here, then we can be looking to trade to this low here. So let me add this to the watch list. AUD USD, like basically everything on DXY, we just need to like everything we said on DXY, will just the order is the case for AUD for all the major pairs, so that we don't just spend so much time analyzing them individually. So CAD this pair has really been rough. I was looking at price to trade to the 50% of this week and then just go lower. But if you look at how many weeks now I've just been like in one spot, no major movement aside from this year. This was the last major movement, but I've just been consolidating. So we just need to see how we react when price trades to the 50% of this week here, which is this price will be taking out this high, taking out this high. So we'll be adding that to our watch list. Let's see what happens when we get here. So see the JPY, see the JPY. So my plan for this pair was, let me go to the daily because weekly is not. The plan was at this point here, our plan was for price to trade here. Price has traded here. So as of last week, I was looking at price to like react from here and just go bearish, but there was no confirmation because price will need to close below this low first to get the confirmation. But there was no confirmation and price just closed above. So right now, this is looking bullish. Uh, take, take this off. Let me go to the monthly, but we have to use the monthly. Okay, we have this um, monthly order block here that price is reacting from. We took out this low. So looking at this on the monthly time frame, it looks bearish because, but it just looks like this is just a short-term retracement, probably to take out this high and to trade to this um order block here again, like this area here. To trade there again. And but if price is not respecting that area, price will be looking at to come to this high here, this high, and this to fill up this inefficiency like fully. So for this, I'm going to daily. It looks like price is using this fair value gap as an inversion level. here. So ca- this is a sign for like potential upward like movements. It's the one on. This looks like it's almost ready. If today was not like a holiday, this would have probably been a good, like probably a good trade. You can take a buy here and just put your stop loss below here. But yeah, we'll just be watching out for that. So also, so Euro AUD, we have this fair value gap here. Price reacted from here, went up. At this point, or like some weeks ago, I've been looking at like price just draw to this area, but it looks like it has been like just been stuck here. So let me draw the 50% of this area and see what we have here. Okay, price is above it. So let me go to the daily. And this pair looks rough, to be honest. This is not something we should add to our watch list. It looks doesn't look clean. I can't really see anything like, but it looks bearish because price respected this favor. Look up here. Price respected this favor. Look up here. And already, but confirm is like we need to close below here, not just. So yeah, now is that on this Euro CAD. We're looking at bearish price from here. The reason why we're marking the 50% is because so far, what I've noticed from EUCAD, like from the past few weeks, it has been traded to extreme premium and discount areas. So it would be nice to actually catch the sale at the extreme premium area. So for this now, we have to update this. I don't think this pair is ready to move. It will update this to the 50% of this area here. Now, so far, it has been consolidating. I feel like it has potential to move, but not just yet. But when it moves, it's going to be like something like this. Like, yeah, so for a while, it has just been like being tight. It has been consolidating. It has been in this range, basically, this low and this high. So we'll mark at the 50% of this area. If we can trade here for price to first take out this low before we start looking at these other lows. So I'll be adding that to the watch list. Let me see. This okay. So Euro CHF. Let's go to the monthly time frame. We'll have this gap here in which price reacted from, and we formed this other block. So anticipating price to go bearish. Let me go to the weekly time frame and see what we have there. We took out last week's high here because I was looking at 50% of this week, but price took out the high. And let me take this up since we have the monthly. So basically, we'll be watching out for this because for me to be convinced that okay, price is ready to go bearish, we need to at least like close below. Go to the daily time frame. Let me see what we have there. Or at least close below this area here. Price has just been coming to this rejection block, this um other block here, and it has just been consolidating basically. I don't even think I should add this. Like any pair that is consolidating, we'll probably see do our weekly review like during the week. So any pair that's consolidated, I think it's better to just take it like this, like it's too tight. Better to just take it off. Let me see the NZT. Our analysis on this. Oh, okay. 97. That is okay. We can watch out for that. And for this, we're taking out this eye out. Let me leave that. So for Euro GBP, I think I would still like to see price trade here. Although we tapped into this area here, but just a little bit. So it will still be nice to see price trade there, but it's not necessary to be honest. Because I mean, we don't trade this pair, we just use it like as a strength indicator for Euro and GBP, Euro USD and GBP USD. So that should always be in our watch list. Euro GPY, GPY. This looks bullish. From the way we closed last week, it looks like it wants to aim for this side and probably this area here. But what is our key area to watch out for this or to watch out for that area there? Let me go to daily time. Let me go to the monthly. Let me see what we have there. So I have to be watching out for this here to see how I react from there. I was looking out for this area here and price actually took its time because I mean look how many times we tapped this breaker block before actually reaching this high here. So for the fact that price has taken this high, like look how price has been like so well, I've not had this pair in our watch list for like a while, but it's something we'll just mark up and like come back to basically during the week. So we have this, and basically I'm anticipating like bearish pricing because from last week analysis we marked up this monthly order block, then for price to like come out and take this low. Looks like we're already close to the low. Let me see the daily. Yeah, let me see the weekly. So already price is like drawing to this low. So as of last week, my focus was on um like Euro USD. So but yeah, this was actually a good one. But if you notice on Monday, this was at the point where we came to the monthly order block. We're coming to the monthly order block. I will took out these highs here. I think from our analysis, that was actually what we're looking at for the last 2 weeks. We're looking at price to just come to the monthly order block, but let it just sweep the high and just close below. That was what we're looking at on this pair. So just sweep the high and just close below. And so far, we're close to the monthly low. So like this. So yeah. So GBP AED. What do we have here? Let me see the monthly time frame. Let's see anything. Unless price wants to trot this fair value gap here, but it would have made sense for price to take out this high first before wanting to draw to like this fair value gap. Oh yeah, I don't think there's anything to do here basically. To the next one, GBPCT. So yeah, so last week we're looking at price to like trade here and just go bearish. Well, price traded here, it has been taking its time. So this looks bearish to be honest. We'll have to add this to our watch list. This looks bearish. Looks like price is reacting from this area. We're coming to take out this low. Then before we look for our next point of interest. But so far, this looks bearish. That's because we're dating on like the 4 hour time frame. Oh yeah. Is this something we can be a part of? We just need to uh, let's say after this 1 hour close, maybe the little retracement we get can like be a part of this too. But I mean the bank holiday, so no need to like rush it. Let me go to the monthly. What do we have on the monthly? Okay, we have the 50% on this week. Our last analysis. So price does not really need to like, unless price wants to like go bullish and take out this high. But if we're going bearish, price does not need to like come deep because already on the weekly we have this other block here that price is reacting from. We have this other block here. So it should be like a good PDRA to hold price. So yeah, that is that on GBP um, GBP so we have the monthly high. I was looking at price to like actually trade to this other block here and then go and take out this high. But price did not do that. We just took out the previous week's low and closed inside the range. So for this, I'll still have this on my charts just for price to like take out these lows, trade to this area, then we'll be looking at taking out this high. Or if price takes out this high, then we'll be looking at depending on how it's like closes, we'll be looking at what to trade after that. So GBP, I'm trying to keep the video as short as possible. So yeah, so this uh GBP I went crazy. So we're looking at, let me go to the monthly time frame. We have this other block here, and on the weekly time frame, we're looking at this range here for price to like trade to, and then give a good reaction from there. Basically we saw that price traded here. We found another block. Price came back here again. So this was on Tuesday, Monday, and weekly time frame. So at this point here, we're looking at price to just trade to that area, which is did here. So this on the weekly price traded here. We took out this low, created a breakout block basically. Then price like gave a good reaction. Then we still came back here again to this area here, 50% of this area. So this was actually a good one, which basically we did pay attention to. But yeah, so far GBP has been like crazy. So right from here, price today, this was our last week's analysis. We are looking at price to trade and go up. That's happened. The price came back. And yeah, so far, let me see the daily time frame. So we have price looks like it's going to continue like going, it's going to continue being bullish from this point to take out this highs here. So we're looking forward to that. We'll be watching that. So this pair been really rough. Let me see the monthly. This should be from the monthly. Couple, um, okay, okay, we're looking at this rejection block for price to react from and go bullish. So that was our last week's analysis. So price came, this is Monday, price came here. We just reacted from there. We traded above. Okay. That was on the weekly time frame. Let me mark out the time price. So this was Monday. So price came here. Price took out this low, traded above. Basically, price is coming back to this other block here. We respected it. So this does not really look bullish. It looks bearish, like at the moment. So price looks like it's coming for these lows, but it does not look clean enough like just yet. Does not look clean enough yet. Let me see what we have. Already this week, like today is Monday. Already this week, like price is already showing his hand for 3PU is the same as DXY. We're looking at for like last reels, we're looking at price to trade here and to target these highs, but looks like price left this open. So price leaving that open probably means this pair is bullish. So price might probably take out this high first. Either ways, if price takes out the high, it would be nice for price to take out this high and then retrace here. But if price trades here first, then we'll be looking at the highs. But this will be like higher probability because for the price that price, let's say price should take out this high, doesn't necessarily mean that price needs to like come back here. Price can keep going bullishly, and this area can be referenced like in the future, maybe like it can trade back to later in the future. So that is why that will be low probability, but high probability is when probably we have not taken out this high, then price comes here, then we'll be looking at price to like from here, we'll be looking at price to take out this high. So that is that. On to the next, we have this pair. For the past few weeks, we have not, this pair has been consolidating. We have not be be adding this to our watch list. I just come and I see it consolidating and I just go to the next one. All the NZD pairs, NZDCAD, NZDCHF, NZDJPY, these three pairs we have not like actually touched on because it has just been consolidated. I think NZDJPY is even better, like in terms of maybe having the potential to like move, but just look at this consolidation. So same to NZDCHF. So there's really no reason to we're looking at this area here. So there's really no reason to be watching this pair because they are not moving. Among everything, this is better. And this looks bullish because this looks like we're just going to get continuation like upwards. NZD USD, same thing as the XY, it's a major pair. So then S&P US 500, we're still looking at this gap. If we translate what we have on Nasdaq to this pair, we're looking at this fair value gap here, but here there's a gap. So we're looking at price to trade here and then go higher. But so far, we have not like really seen that. So let's go to USDCD. USDCD. I've been bearish here. But as of last week, like we didn't really move much. Well, bearish. If the XY is to make all its movements like to come back to this high, that is probably USDCAD coming to this fair value gap here. And you can even see a divergence at that time below, and the XY will be taking out the high then. Yeah, but right now we just wait. Any updates will be on the group chat. Same to USDCHF. So same to USDCHF. Nothing clear yet. So just USDJPY. I was looking at us to take out this low, but probably even take out the low. Instead, we closed bullishly here. So this looks bullish, like looking after because most importantly because of this close here. Just because of this close here, this looks bullish, like price is retracing here. So this looks like the USDJPY like being bullish. I think this looks similar to, is it GBP, JPY? Yeah. Um, GBPC. That looks okay. Not GBPC. That looks similar to one pair that we just came across. But yeah, so for this, we'll be watching the dollar. Um, I'm going to gold. So on gold, as of um, as of last, take this up from the as of last week, we're looking at here. Let me go to the daily. It looks clear on daily because as of last week, we're looking at price trading from here. So I think this was actually let me go to this because yeah, because already on Sunday, this trade was on Friday because already on Sunday, like we opened up, our price was already being bullish. But this was where the signal was given. If we didn't get in on gold buys yesterday, now it's another opportunity. Because initially the signal was given from here, gold in high risk, ready to go. Signal was given from here. So at that point, price, go to the 1 hour so that this is clear. So at that point, price was here. So the next day, price came back and I just felt like okay, price was just coming back to this fair value gap here, and the buyers was still for price to go higher. So yeah, so this was the point where the signal was given again. I think this was a Friday. Yeah, it was a Friday. I remember clearly where the signal was given. So at this point, we opened up on Sunday and price was just rallying up like basically throughout the week. And last week, I'm not sure we didn't analyze this pair last week, or rather, it was not in our watch list. Because right now, I can't tell what this pair wants to do. If this other block is going to hold, not sure yet. But we need to just wait. It's not ready to go yet. I would say we should wait. Let me see. Nice direction from here. Looks like price wants to go bearish. But we just have to wait, to be honest. Like nothing is ready. Yeah, we'll have CPI. Let's see if probably on Tuesday we can get something that we can hold for CPI. Let me add this to the watch list. So our watch list is very few today. We might end up trading only just one or two. But any updates will be on the Telegram channel because that is where we can actually follow up with everything like live. So I mean you don't need to trade too much to be like on the winning side. Only just one or two trades a week and yeah, yeah, good. So we just have to wait for that right setup or what we feel will be the right setup. Then we'll just move from there. So yeah, so that is that with this weekly review. I'll post this like on the channel now so that like you can review it and yeah. So have a nice week, everyone. Stay safe. Talk to you during the week. True. I'll also post this link on the bio. I'll post this link, um, the channel link. So yeah, have a nice one. How do I get show for? Okay.